Hello folks, and welcome to another video here on my channel. As you can see, I'm not on my bike today. I've been meaning to do this video for quite a while now. I was actually meant to be going on the bike today, but it's really windy, typical, it's mild. I did a century ride yesterday, my second century ride of the new year, so I'm really pleased to have got that out of the way with. But my stomach's feeling a bit icky, and I'm actually quite knackered after the ride yesterday. I don't know why. I know I didn't do the Rapid 500, I had a bit of downtime at the end of December, so that's some excuses out of the way. Like I said, I wanted to do this video. Today I wanted to talk about the bike and the Transcontinental race that I'll be doing in July. I got the email through today, would I like to confirm my place or withdraw from the race? Of course, I confirmed my spot, that's coming up in July, so I just wanted to show you the bike and let's talk about the race. So regular viewers of the channel will know this is my bike, the Sonda. This is the Sonda Cleabury, which I purchased from Market last March. So the backstory is I bought this ahead of the race, April, May, June, July. It's intended to be ridden 4 months of the year before the race. But now, of course, it's going to be ridden 16 months before the start of the race. So it looks like I'll be having to change the wheels quite possibly. I haven't decided what I'm going to go for yet. At the moment, I've got these wheels from Vision, the T35, so I'm going to be riding those up until the event itself and decide what I'm going to be doing. Probably, almost definitely going to be changing the tyres though. The bike, when I bought it, it came with 32cc tyres. At the moment I've got 35s on to allow me to do anything at this time of the year. But I'm contemplating to put 28s on, I think, because I need as little rolling resistance as possible really, and speed, so I'm going to probably go with some 28s. Not going to be too much gnarly pass on the Transcontinental. I think the worst will possibly be the cobbles in Roubaix, but that's a short section of the entire race. For those of you who are not familiar with the Transcontinental race, it's basically it's just like that. You start in one side of Europe and head across the other. In 2021 we'll be starting in Brest, in Brittany, in France, and heading across to Audax. I can never pronounce that. And that's in Greece. So when it comes to the bike and things like that, a lot of thought needs going into it in terms of what I'll be taking with me and things like that. So that's what I'm showing you today. So if we start at the front of the bike, like I said, there's Vision wheels, T35, possibly changing those. Definitely going for 28s on the tyres. Behind me as well on the back wheel, it's Shimano Ultegra, and I will be going with a 50-34 dry chain set to go up all those hills and things like that. I'm going to need as many gears as possible. As for the frame of the bike, it's a titanium, so it's going to be really sturdy and relatively lightweight. As I said earlier, it's a disc brake. Love disc brakes. Change the world for me. Put your loads of confidence in riding a bike. So yeah, disc brake bike. Just get a little bit closer. Now in the triangle here, at the moment you can see 2 water bottles here, bike pump hanging just here off the top tube. This is all coming out. What I'm going to be replacing that with is one of these custom made outkit bags, which fit nice and snugly in the frame here. So we just turn this around just so I can show you on one side here. You've got a big large compartment inside, it goes all the way down so you can put all your supplies, bike repairs, things like that, so things you might need to take along the way. And on the other side there's actually 2 pockets. The top one will allow me to put a water hydration system in here, and it will flow out to the top of the bike and, well, into my mouth I guess. And in the bottom there's also a small compartment as well, with a few things fit into here. This will likely be here as well, so it's a top tube bag. This one's from Bike Train Run. There'll be a few snacks in here as well. I can just dive and munch while I'm on the move, so I don't have to stop anywhere. In the cockpit of the bike, as you can see, got these tri-bars. Hanging off the tri-bars here, you can see there's this pod sacks bag. I just call it a bag with a water bottle in it, and again, that'll probably contain something with a bit of a flavour, as opposed to a boring water, which will be in the hydration system held between the triangle of the bike itself. Hiding way underneath the pod sacks, I've got 2 mounts here for lights. These are both from Katai, both Katai Volts. Looking down the cockpit, you can see hang on, also attached to my tri-barge. You can see the Garmin, this is the Edge 520. I do actually have another mount in here, which I'm going to put my Wahoo Roam. May or may not have two attachments. I might just keep one in my pocket or somewhere else on the bike. Anything to keep this area nice and tidy. But why not? I've got two mounts, probably pop it on there. Also in this configuration, hoping I'll be able to put my MP3 player somewhere as well, because I like to listen to a little bit of music on the move. Here at the back of the bike, I've got this metal thing protruding off the saddle rail. This is called the Exo Rail, and this allows me to fit my saddlebag, which I'll show you in just a second. At the moment, on the actual solar post, you can see two lights mounted. I've got a Katai and this cheap Chinese one. Those could both be replaced with a set of Katais. In this case, this one's battery operated, that one's USB, but I'm not going to be taking the USB rear lights, I'm going to be taking battery ones. So what's that sort of bag look like? Again, this is another one from Kit. Don't ask me what the name of the model is, I can't remember. But this is a brilliant bag once I've got the extra rail. Without the extra rail, it's absolutely useless. Basically, there is a groove just here, and that metal bit slides into there and doesn't budge whatsoever. It doesn't budge at all. So this will be carried, of course, there'll be the bivvy bag, the sleeping bag, and sleeping mask as well. So at least those three things will be going in here. Although possibly I might try and get some sort of saddlebag arrangement around here tucked in there. I don't know yet. So as you can see on here, you can put some things on top as well on this bungee cord. So it allows various options. So this one sits on, this is probably my favourite so far of the saddlebags that I've come across. Literally because of the exo rail there, it just means it doesn't wobble at all, which is what saddlebags are quite prone to. Looking at the bag close as well, I can easily get the Katai bolts on there, just wrap them around, tighten them up, and get both of them there snug. And at the top here, there's also a place for something as well. I've never really put anything in there, to be honest. No doubt on the TCR, I'll be making use of every single space on the bike available. And be sure not to miss anything out as well. On the down tube, I've got a third water bottle container, let's call it one of those. And then there are more options for bike repair stuff. And that's going to be, as you see, it's velcroed around onto the top tube itself, just to be doubly sure it doesn't fall out mid-ride, which I have known it to. In terms of logistics of how I'm going to complete the race and strategy and the route itself, because you have to make the route up between control points along the way from France to Greece. There's certain places you have to pass through, the parcours. I haven't decided those yet, and obviously I'm not going to be sharing those publicly as well. They're for myself. But over the next couple of months, I'm going to be putting all that together, and it will no doubt change over time as well as I come up with further updates and look back and go, actually that's probably a bad idea. So a lot of that will involve working through Ride with GPS an awful lot, as well as using Google Street View as well, just to try, because I've never been to these places, so I'll be making the route up completely from scratch. The main difference between the 2020 and the 2021 route is that it's going to be staying in the Shinahannigan region, I think I'm pronouncing it right. So it'll be passing through fewer countries, so hopefully there'll be less logistical problems when it comes to COVID and all that sort of thing. It also means having to ride less miles per day as well. In 2020, I was looking to having to ride 266 miles a day, so it'll be even less than that now. All that's still to come. I'm going to be finding that out over the next couple of months as I firm up on the route, like I've already said. So yeah, this is pretty much my bike. It's the Sonda Colibri TI. The configuration will no doubt change as I sort of home in over the next few months or so, but it won't deviate too much from this. So yeah, that's the bike. Just about to finish talking about that. I think one thing I've certainly not decided on yet is how I'm going to record the race and share it back with you guys. I'm likely to do some live vlogging, maybe set myself a limit of like 20 minutes a day. It'll be a continuous segment, no doubt, going through YouTube live. I don't tend to do, up to now I've not done Facebook Live, and I've done a little bit on Instagram, but I'm probably going to stick to my core audience, which is you guys watching me right now here on YouTube. Right, that's it from another video on the channel. I hope to bring you a bit of an update later on in the year. So I hope you enjoyed the insight into this video, and I look forward to sharing my training and a bit more of the journey in 2021 with you. So I'll leave it here. If you've got any questions, perhaps I've not covered something on the bike, feel free to head into the comments and I'll give it the best shot at answering it as possibly can. So from me, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.